Hi, we are the Pesci's. My name is Kristen and this is my husband, Frankie. We have been together now for almost 7 years, and prior to that, in my early 20s, I was told by a doctor that I was never gonna have children. After that, I remember getting in the car with my mom and looking at her and telling her, like, I'm gonna have to tell my husband one day that I can't have his kids, and like that I know this, and he's gonna have to be okay with walking into this. Every year for me, Mother's Day just always kind of sucked, just because, especially after hearing this news, that, you know, I was never gonna be a mom. That same year that we started talking about having a family, and what that would look like, my dad passed away in an accident, and it was very unexpected. After that, like, we just thought there's like nothing holding us back from having a family. If anything, it like created this desire in both of us to want a family. So we decided that we were gonna start trying. But several months go by and nothing, and several more months go by and nothing. And I started to get like super discouraged. Every time you get a negative pregnancy test, it's heart-wrenching and disappointing and sad. I just remember thinking, like, Lord, I'm pleading you for this baby. Like, I don't care what I have to do for him, but I'm pleading you for him. And night of worship rolls around, and I'm just being honest, I was tired, I was weary. I didn't want to go to night of worship. And he fought hell to get me to night of worship that night. So we're sitting there and we're praying with Ben, and he stops dead in his tracks and looks up at me and he goes, "This is so out of my comfort zone, but I really feel like the Holy Spirit is telling me that I need to pray for the baby that God's already put in your belly." And I was like, "You need to do what?" Like, and it, honestly, like, I don't think it even registered with either one of us what was happening in the moment, and even what he said. You know, we get back to our seat and I was like, "Did you hear what he said?" And he's like, "I think I heard what he said." Sunday, we're at night of worship and Dr. Ben is praying over us, telling us that we're pregnant. And in fact, we get up Friday morning and I take a pregnancy test at like 5 a.m. and it's positive and we're gonna have a baby. And I just remember, like, Frankie's still like in bed asleep, and I wake up and I go in the bathroom and I'm, you know, fumbling around and doing all this, and we get that test and it's positive. And like, I probably screamed louder than he's ever heard me scream of joy. So on October 6, 2018, God blessed us with our sweet little baby boy, Frankie Pesci IV, and we are beyond excited that he's here, and we are beyond blessed to get the opportunity to be his mom and dad. I am just reminded of the story of Hannah, that like she pled for Samuel for years. It took her years. It wasn't months, it wasn't weeks, it was years. And she was faithful, and she prayed, and she pled, and she cried, and she worshiped, even when God didn't seem sovereign, and when God didn't seem good, and when the plan didn't seem to be working out. She remained faithful. And that was the truth that I held on to, was He's faithful to deliver the promise that He has promised you. He's faithful to deliver